I'm Patrick.
No, I'm Patrick.
I'm Roxanne.
See, she's trying to take over. She's trying to throw me out of the picture, and she's trying to be me. She wants to lead. And we're going to review our Level 1 Lollies class. Okay,
our Level 1 Lollies we taught on Saturday morning. So there was no review since this is all new material for our Balboa babies.
So the first thing we talked about was stretch and compression. So in order to get the Lollies to work, we need to be able to compress from the heel of our palm. Okay, we don't want our elbows going behind us. We want to kind of keep them a little bit away from our body. So if we're here, keep them, depending on, body size and whatnot, you want to have it just a couple of inches away from your body, so it gives you a good frame.
Even if you do rotate around in a way, even though your body is rotating, not to let the elbow get away from you, it's attached to you, keeping it with you, and that's going to create this stretch.
So if we were holding onto a fence post and we tried to pull away, that fence post is not going to come with us. Our hand's going to keep grasping that fence post, but the rest of our body will pull away. That's the idea we want to have.
Because if you let it go, we don't have a stretch and you just got an extended arm.
Right. Or if you try to bring the elbow with you, you're going to roll into your own arm and pull your partner off.
So there's a little bit of give. It's connected to you, but for the main part, it stays in front of you.
That's our stretch, and then we compress when we come in. Okay, when we start adding the footwork in, we're going to compress when we tap. And then we're going to stretch, and then we're going to start adding a sweep in. The sweep comes from the hip. Boom. So we're going to drag the toe until it gets to about our other foot, whether it's left for the gentleman or right for the ladies. And then we're just going to let it come up off the floor about 3 inches or so. Bring it back in place. We're going to compress, tap, sweep, step, tap, step, sweep, step.
Compress,
1, 2, 3,
stretch,
4,
compress,
5, 6,
stretch,
7, 8.
compress,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with our hearts, and some dances called spotlighting, but what we do is we create a V with our heart. Okay, as we pull away from each other, mine centers here, her centers to our hand. So if you're a very visual, technical, engineer type of person, we're creating a bit of a triangle with my heart going to the hand, her heart's going to the hand, and our shoulders will end up making a line right here, a parallel line. So if you're a technical type of person.
Okay, so then coming out of, we get into Lollies by coming out of the come around.
So we're going to use our come around, which you learned Friday night.
And we're going to show you this in our downhold basic, since that's the basic pattern that you learned from Bobby and Kate. So starting from our downhold.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, come around. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. The key here is to let the lady float away on 5, 6. We'll show that again, just from the come around. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gentlemen, allow the hand to rotate out, letting the lady, 1, float away from the elbow. Don't stretch your elbow all the way out, but let it come away from your body, and then turn the hand. What this will do is create a rotational feeling for the lady.
Just from
Let's start here. Have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you watch my hand, it rotated her out, creating this sweep. Okay, bring her in, my hand on her back, using the shoulder blade as a handle. Sweep to bring her in, help rotate her out. Now when we do this, we're not saying forget about this. We still need that stretch and compression to create the rotation. We're just aiding her
with that back hand.
With the back to get that around.
The other thing is in our pure bell, our main connection is our chest to chest. The second connection was with the forearm and arm. So as he opens up coming out of the come around, we start to slide a little bit with the opening and just comes out a bit. But we're still maintaining contact. The more skin coverage you have, the better communication you have.
Skin contact.
Skin contact, body contact. So being able to have this whole arm here, I have a lot of communication.
And ladies, we did mention that you use this arm as a brace.
So a little bit of forward pressure with the elbow to keep connected to your gentleman.
Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Okay, the next thing we did is we did a 360 rotation. So as we're doing the lollies, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. We just started turning it.
So ladies, you are the sun, you remember, and the
gentlemen,
they are the earth orbiting around you.
And you can go as long as you like. This is the preferred method in the lower 48 that people, when they do lollies, that the gentleman rotates around the lady. Okay. The next thing we did is we started walking it down the line. So we're slowly just stepping forward. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Then we had you rotate 180.
The other direction.
Bum, bum. And we walked it down the line again. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum.
Okay.
Okay. The last note we made was that there's two types of styles. One was a sweep from the hip.
Which is more of the Ed and Inez Thompson
Boom.
styling.
Okay. This is the most common lolly you'll find, but the other type of lolly you'll find is from the knee with a little bit of a kick. Now we're not asking you to do acrobatic kicks. We want you to do the same type of sweeping motion coming from the hip, but you're going to lead with the knee instead of the toe. Okay. See the difference? Here we're leading with the hip and the foot goes first, letting it drag. Here we're leading with the knee, kick. Okay, just make it small. Boom.
And then ladies, you do
Boom.
have the opportunity of
Ten.
having this visual. So matching your gentleman. So if he keeps it low, to keep it low. If it's straight leg, match the straight leg.
And then if the
it's
gentleman decides to make it bigger, we can.
And you match it.
And you need to put a little more hip into it.
And he's
Boom.
got a little bit of a
Boom.
lilt back.
Boom. Okay. I did forget that we did teach one other thing.
Yes.
We did doubles. Double lollies.
Oh, that's right. We did the doubles.
So we did swing here, we did tap, and when the gentleman decides to choose to, he will over-rotate the lady using his right hand on the back. Boom.
And again,
Boom.
we want to keep
Boom.
this close.
Keep the
so
kick
we
small
do not
or the sweep small.
kick our partner. So straight, close
Shoom.
to your body.
Boom. And when you're ready to get out of it, don't give her the over-rotation, gentlemen. Boom. Over-rotate. Boom. Boom. Shoom. Ba-ba. Shoom. Ba-ba. Shadoom. Ba-doom. Ba. Shoom. Ba.